Business owners, leaders, entrepreneurs, Rob Marshallonis here with LSP123. I help businesses increase employee productivity. The main theme of my work is productivity solutions, productivity solutions. Today, though, many people have asked about my background and what got me into this kind of work. And so I'm going to go through a quick visual resume. Visual resume, that's me, Rob Marshallonis. My business is LSP123 with a focus on increasing employee productivity. I really started my professional career back in my studies at Penn State. I studied engineering. I was a Penn State engineer. And right out of Penn State, I got a job with General Electric back in the Jack Welch era. Jack Welch was highly respected, considered one of the best CEOs of the last century, and just learned a lot working for GE. Had a great couple of years there. Was on a manufacturing management training program, and really just launched my career and my passion for work groups and manufacturing and productivity. Really have to credit a lot of that to GE. Left GE a few years after working there and came to a small to mid-sized business in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, called Stoner. The company was Stoner, named after the founder, Paul Stoner, and that business was a chemical specialties business, primarily making cleaners, lubricants, and coatings. Cleaners, lubricants, and coatings. We literally designed, formulated, manufactured several hundred different cleaners, lubricants, and coatings, and primarily sold those business to business, B2B, nationwide and even worldwide in some cases. One of the big transitions we made in that business, and I was really one of the key leaders, it was a key strategy of mine, was to expand from our business to business footprint over into retail markets. And so we had a number of automotive specialty cleaners and coatings, and and I continue to be a bit of a car guy, a little bit of a motorhead. And so we carved out some of our chemical specialty products for automotive and took them up B2B at first. But out of those, one product really was well received by the market, and that was a product called Invisible Glass. Invisible Glass, it's a premium glass cleaner, which we originally made just in an aerosol can. You can see the little aerosol can on the left side of that image. And we started Invisible Glass, selling that to auto enthusiasts, first in local retail stores, and then ultimately we made a jump up into Pep Boys. Pep Boys was selling the product nationwide, and that was kind of how we took our small manufacturing and chemical specialty business up into retail markets, initially through Pep Boys. But we quickly expanded out into almost all of the large national retailers, all the big box stores. We took this branded, specially formulated product that we manufactured out into what ended up being over 50,000 retail stores across North America and later throughout the world. So learned a lot of things about product development, learned a lot of things about branding, packaging, how to sell, how to market, how to work with the big box stores. And it was just a fantastic experience. We all learned a lot and brought a lot of benefits back to the whole entire team. It really was a productivity play in terms of strategically making, manufacturing, and distributing a very niche positioned products. This is a picture of the product in Walmart, Walmart end cap actually, which was a cool experience. It's any of you who've done business in retail can appreciate just what it takes to get a product not only on the shelves of Walmart, but get it featured on in this case, a spring end cap. We grew the business over 15x during my time there. I started out in sales and worked my way up through sales and sales management and then marketing, and then to be the general manager and ultimately the CEO. Was the GM and CEO of this business for over 20 years. Many cool experiences along the way, one of which was being a best place to work in Pennsylvania. We had about 50 employees, and for 9 of the 10 years we participated in the Best Places to Work program. we were named and honored as the best place to work in Pennsylvania. So that was just a cool experience, a nice tribute to our employees, a nice reflection of the morale of the employees through this whole growth, 15x growth path that we enjoyed. Along the way, we participated in a number of excellence programs, one of which was the Baldrige Program. One of the neat things about this program was it actually culminated in a presidential ceremony, presidential recognition for our growth, our excellence, the way we took care of customers, of employees, and certainly was a highlight of my career, being honored by the President of the United States and being able to present to the President Bush a number of years ago. Did a lot of work with lean manufacturing, especially after our excellence journey. We kind of transitioned to lean, efficient manufacturing, learned a lot about lean, had a number of breakthroughs, used a number of tools in the lean toolbox, and it really was a great help to our business to continue to increase our productivity. Sold internationally, sourced product and materials internationally, traveled throughout the world, especially Asia, a little bit of throughout North America, a little bit of Europe. And so had just some great international experience. Retired out of the Stoner Company a number of years ago and focused on helping other businesses with employee productivity. One of my favorite ways to drive employee productivity is with incentives, incentive plans, ways to put skin in the game for the employees, help to develop ways to share your success with employees. And so I've actually built a brand around all of this, wrote a book on incentives called IncentShare. If any of you like to learn by reading, I'd encourage you to take a look at my book, IncentShare, and also my website, incentshare.com. Through my productivity and incentive work, just have had dozens and dozens, probably hundreds of just great experiences of helping other businesses increase workgroup productivity. Just some really cool results I'd love to share with you at some point. I also have developed and facilitate a monthly business roundtable for business owners and senior leaders. So that may be of interest to some of you. And one of the highlights of my life has been raising our two boys, Matthew and Michael, and watching them. They're now out of the house, educated, gainfully employed. And it's just a real joy and hoot to watch them taking on and launching their own careers. And so a little bit of visual resume here. Hopefully this is helpful to give you some background on the work I've done and why I do and think many of the ways I do. As we wrap up, this simple thinking in a lot of my work is just the opportunity for prosperity through productivity, And that's kind of where my focus has been the last several years, helping others to prosper through productivity. Once again, my name is Rob Marshallonis, LSP123, just working here and sharing to help all of you in your businesses and in your roles and in your departments to be more productive.